Thanks for tuning into Stocks with Antonio. Things right now, when it comes to the stock market, they're red. They're not good. We have a lot happening right now, and the market obviously is being impacted. The war, you also have oil prices have surged. They're over $100 per barrel. And anytime this happens, it could trigger a recession, right? Recession's an ugly word. We don't want that. If we go into recession, this market's going to pull a lot more down. And if you're a retail investor, you're already seeing your portfolio red, you're seeing the markets red. A lot of individuals, they don't want to invest. They're thinking maybe about selling what they have and taking their money out, right? And you forget that when markets are in the red and there's pullbacks, it's really a buying opportunity. Now, I get it. Some of the things that I said could potentially bring the market further down, right? Recession, if we have a recession, the market's going to go further down. But because we don't know, we don't have a crystal ball letting us know, hey, the market's going to get worse. We only know that right now we're at war, oil is going high, but all this could change. We don't know if it starts to change tomorrow. We can get news from the president Friday over the weekend that the war's over. That will impact the markets and it will start to turn around. We can get news that oil is going down. If that happens, what's that gonna? It's gonna impact the market in a positive way. I'm still bullish, believe it or not, for 2026, and I believe at some point in 2026 we are going to recover. Now that doesn't mean that that's going to happen because that's my prediction. This may last all year. It may be 27 when things get better. But if you're worrying about the market and you've never been in a moment in the stock market because you're a newer investor or you forgot maybe about the past, go ahead and do some research. Go ahead and Google anytime we've been in a recession or a market pullback, have we recovered? And you're going to see we have recovered. And if you pull up the charts in some of your favorite stocks, you're going to see it's like a mountain, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you're going to see points on that chart that the market was down and then it started to recover like a V shape. If you look at that chart, when would you have wanted to buy on that pullback? Not on the top. Right now, even though the market's pulling back and a lot of stocks are in red, there are parts in the stock market that are in the green. You don't want to go chasing the ones that are in the green. You don't want to FOMO. You don't want to be buying on the top. But you want to look for opportunity. You want to look at what's getting beaten down due to the circumstances. Because when the market starts to recover, that's how you're going to build the most wealth, buying the beaten down ones. But you want to make sure you're investing in good companies. You don't want to just invest in anything just because it's beaten down. And right now, with the oil per barrel being over $100, that's going to impact the airlines, the cruise ships. They're going to get beaten down. So you might want to do some research in those type of companies to say, hey, where's some opportunity? You might want to add some of those to your portfolio. But the ones I'm here to bring to your attention is going to be SoFi and SERV Robotics. Now let's get into SERV Robotics first. SERV Robotics had their earnings recently, March 11th, before the market opened. And man, the price moved. And the reason the price moved, it came out with good earnings. They beat expectations. That's what you want to see. They're growing their revenue. They also have a lot of more robots out doing deliveries than they did a year ago. A year ago, I believe they had less than 60 robots. Now they're up to 547, I believe, over 500 robots. I know that. That's a huge increase. And they got a new partnership. They got a partnership with White Castle. Some of you watching this probably love White Castle and have eaten there. Well, guess what? They just got a new partnership. That means they're going to get more deliveries and they're going to get more robots out there. They gave good forward guidance. They expect to continue to grow. And I believe robotics are our future. So I want to be involved in this company. Now, the market did pull back for SERV Robotics, just with the rest of the market. The stock now is under $10. If you've been following the channel, if you watch some of my shorts and videos on SERV, I've been saying I like to get stocks under $10 when it comes to SERV Robotics, and it's currently there. Anyone or everyone that watches this video, I'm sure can come up with $10 to get one share. Now, it doesn't mean that this price is going to be there tomorrow, right? The market may open Friday. It may go back up to $10 and above, or it may continue to pull back. But if it continues to pull back, you already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy some more shares because I believe SERV Robotics is going to go back into the double digits and closer to the $15 range when we start to recuperate. Now, I don't know exactly when we're going to start to recuperate, but that's why I'm buying the dip. A lot of people get scared of buying the dip, and I'm seeing opportunity. Also, remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so everything that I suggest here is just what I'm doing for myself. It's not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell, and understand that investing carries risk, and I'm not a financial advisor. SoFi, though, is another company that I really like. I got into in 2025, and I got into it around $13 a share, and this thing ran up to $32. And man, it's nice when you buy a stock and you see the run up, you see your portfolio green. Who doesn't like that? So you see all that excitement that I had. I bought it around $13. I see it go up to $32. I'm pumped. And then it started to pull back. Now, when you start to see it pull back, it's normal. You start thinking to yourself, man, did I get out of this thing? Is this thing going to tank? What's going on? And I did it. I started to pull back, and I still have SoFi. And you know what I've been doing? I've been DCAing in. I've been buying some more shares. When I saw it go from 32 and I saw it go under 20, I bought some at 19. And guess what happened? Continued to pull back more. So I bought some at 18. And now today I bought some at 17. I believe SoFi is going to go back up to $32 and higher. You might say, well, why do you think that? Go look at their earnings. Their earnings have been beating expectation. They've been growing the revenue. They've been growing their customer base. They are a profitable company now. On top of that, this is not a reason just to buy into a company, but I do like it. The CEO is buying. A lot of insiders are buying, right? The CEO runs the company. He's going to know more than you and I, and he's buying. He put $1 million of his money in buying shares of the company. You're not going to put $1 million if you don't think the company is going to go higher. Now, I know there have been CEOs that bought shares of a company and it's done worse, but SoFi is showing signs of what? Of strength because they're beating their earnings. They are increasing their revenue. So when you see good earnings, you see the company be increasing revenue, growing their customer base, and they're profitable, and you see CEO and insiders buying on a pullback, that's good signs. And that's why I'm DCAing in. And that's why I believe SoFi is going to go back up to its 52-week high because the fundamentals are there. They got a good management team. So let me know down in the comments below what you think of these two companies, right? I get all riled up. I know when I'm talking about companies I really believe in, but I'm excited to buy them on sale now. I got to be patient. That's the key word, patience. And I believe I'm going to get rewarded, right? I'm looking to build wealth. And when you're wanting to build wealth, you got to be patient. Yes, I do short-term trading when I see opportunities. But the market, when it comes to building wealth in the stock market, it's more about patience. So you got to be patient, look for opportunities. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, smash that like button down below, hit the thumbs up. Don't be shy. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Come subscribe, see more of my videos. And also in the description, I got some useful links for those of you that are interested in trading. I got some tools in there that I think you may find useful in your trading journey. So check them out. But remember, not a financial advisor. I'm just sharing my opinion with you. Nothing I say is a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see everyone on the next one.